yeah, now my people, it's Kunle, aka the Nigerian Englishman, and we are back here on Round on the Ground with my co-hosts
Kelechi, aka Mr. Gopo.
And we are alongside a very special guest in the studio today, the local man himself, Mr. Kelechi.
Yeah, we are, sir, my brother. Thank you very much for having me. I'm happy to be here to dissect the topical issues.
And there's a lot to dissect.
Yes.
And when it comes to this week and football, there's only one place to start, the Emirates Stadium, where the enemy came against the other enemy. Enemies of old came together again with the top of the table clash. Arsenal against Manchester United. The game had absolutely everything.
Yep.
Kanebi, tell me about that roller coaster of a game.
I'm sorry, REDTV fans. I'm an Arsenal fan. I'm biased today. It was a great game for the Arsenal faithful. In fact, it was a great game for the neutrals. It was end-to-end stuffs. 5 goals in that game. Man United, they came with a plan. They tried to counter-attack and do a smash and grab. For Arsenal, they played with fire in their bellies. They went in and Eddie Nketiah stepped up to the plate, and it was a great game for Arsenal. They won it in extra time of the game, and my God, the title race is truly on for Arsenal fans.
Look, before we dissect and discuss individual brilliances like Nketiah himself, Kelechi, I want to ask you about the mentality of this Arsenal team so far, because we went a goal down, they equalized against us, and we kept. Arsenal through and through. I say we, Arsenal. They kept going. Sorry.
Your hosts are so biased, bro.
Arsenal hat is on right now. Sorry, Arsenal. So talk to me about Arsenal's mentality.
He tried to dodge it.
I tried.
He still wore red. You know when he red for REDTV, he want the red for Arsenal. Say the
Facts.
Say the truth. Don't worry. We are together in this thing. Just I want white because
yes,
I did not want the badge is there.
I
did not want to look biased. You understand? But you understand? We are together, my brother. I mean, I'm very, very happy with the boys. Like you said, the mentality. I mean, since Arteta came into this to the club or whatever, he's changed a lot. The culture, he's got people believing. He's united the fans and the players. No more toxicity, and I mean, it's yielding fruits. They just don't know when to lose. They don't know how to lose. They just keep going, and it's not as if maybe when they are losing they go gung-ho, they do long ball and not. No, they still stick to what they know and score from what they know.
And that's what I want to talk about, is because remember the first fixture at Old Trafford, a lot of people were very harsh with Arteta about his naivety when we equalised, when Saka scored the equaliser and Man U went on to win the game. Do you not see a manager that keeps learning from his mistakes here?
Yeah, of course. I was at that game, and when he made those 3 subs, that was what killed the game immediately. So I'm sure he learned from it. I don't think he has ever done it since then. But yeah, Arteta seems he's a student of the game. He's learning the game, and he's still a very young coach, but he's doing so well. And he's got the players believing. Trossard came on yesterday and impacted the game. That's what we want. Want to see players come on and bring something different and make an impact.
100%. You see Ten Hag, do you think he actually came to the Emirates Stadium looking for a win or just to leave with something?
Ten Hag is a pragmatic coach. That's what I've seen so far this season. He's a coach that he goes in with a game plan. He comes out to get the best results efficiently, relies on his strengths. When I mean strengths, the form of Marcus Rashford right now is unbelievable. He's scoring goals left, right, centre. He scored an unbelievable goal yesterday to start the scoring proceedings. But you can see that he has brought something to Manchester United. He has brought organization, he has brought resilience, and he's brought some team spirit, because they play for each other now. It's not an individual team anymore. It's not a team where they're relying on Ronaldo, they're relying on Bruno Fernandes, or they're relying on Pogba back in the days. Now they're going with the game plan. They're not yet the finished article, but they are where they are for a reason.
For sure.
And you could tell that they have improved. They've come a long way from being Ole's side last season.
100%. You can't deny that Manchester United, they look better than any of us expected.
Yeah, of course.
The fact that they're so close to the top of the table is impressive in terms of what Ten Hag is doing. But as you said, it's 1 year too early for them. I think Ten Hag still needs another 1 or 2 windows till we start seeing Man U involved in a title challenge.
See, football.
In a title challenge.
Look at Newcastle. Once you have the money, money will cut short any long-term plan and you shoot it to the top.
True, but
because people were saying 5 years time. Look at them. They even consider 11 goals.
So
they are third. They are pushing.
But Newcastle haven't really spent money like that. Yes, they have spent money, but compared to what we expected them to spend, they bought the likes of
Guimaraes.
Guimaraes, Isaac.
Yeah, but those players, they're not like 100 million, 50 million, 70 million. They have bought reasonable signings and they have a good manager.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Everyone is starting to understand this Arteta method. Don't go and splash on
the money.
On massive
Exactly.
players. Find an actual
the right
strategy, the fit for your team, and make it work.
And make it work. Look at Ten Hag yesterday. I mean, he's doing wonders. They were 10 games unbeaten before they met us and all that. Fine. But I still have issues with him. Because if I was him yesterday, simple. One goal was ineffective. You remove him, put Rashford there, and bring in Garnacho. Anthony is probably the worst signing I've seen in a very long time.
Let's talk about Anthony.
You understand? These are the things you know who is effective and who's not effective. Remove the person and put the rest. Because they were under the coach for the last 15 minutes.
Facts.
No outlet. That Garnacho boy, or is it Pelestri? One of that small. They can come out and at least
they can run.
Give run.
No, but if you look at it this way, the reason why I'm going to be a little bit harsh on this Anthony guys is Ten Hag's man. Yes. He bullied the board to make sure they paid for this guy.
It's because of that guy that they
inflated the whole market for Modric.
Cost 100
So
million.
Arsenal couldn't
Modric
get
got 6 caps, 6 goals.
So
sorry, I'm not allowed to speak pidgin. I don't know.
Speak anything.
This is the thing. They're spoiling the whole market for us
now. So we have to demand more from this Anthony boy. He's just doing spins and tricks and not getting past anybody.
What's his name? The girl was complaining the other day. Oh, why are we playing in midweek and Arsenal is not playing?
Well, you forgot the Queen died.
No, not even that. The reason why you're playing because you have an extra European fixture, be 2 fixtures, because you came second in your group. If Anthony wasn't spinning like I don't know, reversing a roundabout or whatever you call it, maybe he could have won that game.
It's true.
Remember, he was hooked up at halftime.
It's true.
The Stoke had already made a run. He was spinning, and then kicked the ball away. Halftime, the coach removed him.
But we all know that big transfer deals are always risky. Now, if you look at football now, if you're buying a player over at least 75 million pounds, it is a big
I've seen Anthony for half a season. I've seen Modric for 15 minutes. I know who is better.
It's true. Facts.
I'm better than Anthony. Production bring ball, make I show them.
Pointless tricks, but there's 2 particular players that are standing out for me yesterday. We're talking about Man U, they did their thing, but there's 2 players. First of all, BGB. Now my nickname, Big Game Bukayo. When it comes to big games, he's always there. I think he's got like 14, 15 goals in against the Big 6.
He's the first player since Thierry Henry to score 3 times against Manchester United.
In a row, right?
Yeah, Thierry Henry, Overmars, and Freddie Ljungberg.
Like,
he's now in that list.
Kelechi, I want to ask you, when are we allowed to call this boy world class?
Yeah, he's world class. When? You can see it. He's world class.
He was England's best player.
Yes, of course. He changes games. He does things, and the boy is just. I met him a few times. So humble. Like he hasn't even done anything. His head, he has not done anything. And that's how you keep yourself and you go. Very, very good player. Comes early to training. You know, I'm not trying to sub anybody.
you know if you're getting triggered.
Comes early to training. Does his job. Very dedicated to his job. Eats Eba and Fufu.
Of course,
that's
why he's strong. That's why
I'm bouncing off him now.
It's true.
You understand? The boy is fit, takes care of himself. You know, doesn't really go out injured. If he's injured next week, you see him he's playing. You know,
Fufu.
Look, let's be honest, because they kick the crap out of this boy every single week, but he just brushes it.
And again, you have to praise his discipline. He's been on 4 yellow cards. The 5th one could have ruled him out of the Tottenham game or Man United game, but he did not get any yellow cards.
And that's another thing Arteta has fixed this season: the discipline.
Yeah,
3 players were on yellow cards: Saka, Saliba, and Gabriel. Now it has extended to 10 games. If the next 10 games, if they get a yellow card, you can see that unlike last season when they were picking up yellow cards,
red cards.
Now there is this discipline, there is this calmness to the game, there's this approach that they have, and it's testament to what Arteta has built. And you can see that, like you said, he has brought up this new strategy that you have to back your manager, you have to be patient, and you can't just be splurging the money anyhow like people that spend 400 million and are mid-table. So what's the point?
And they're copying other people's transfer policy. They say, Arsenal going for.
Oh yeah, let's go for him.
Let's go for Redman.
But you can't you can't pay for an academy like Highland. I mean, they've given us some gems over the years, but Bukayo's doing amazing things, and he's very grounded. And when it comes to this football thing, you must be grounded. That's how you stay consistent. That's the only reason why that when he missed that penalty for England, he didn't go off the rails. He turned his career around. He's now been more prolific than he's ever been. He's Arsenal's leading man, and he's world class.
Of course. You're right. And, you know, again, you have to big up the coach, big up Emery that brought him in, you know, played him in multiple positions as well. He learned the game, and then now he's yielding fruit. So everybody connected with the player as well, you know, off field as well. You have to praise them.
100%.
Yeah. Speaking of Bukayo, we have to talk about Eddie.
Who?
Nketiah, call me. That's my boy.
Hey, do you know what? This I need to take some time out here because me and Kelechi have spoken about this guy since last season. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't believe he was the second striker to help Arsenal push forward, but Kelechi kept saying, "Don't worry, he will answer all the calls." So this is a moment for you because you always had faith in this boy.
Of course.
2 big goals.
I've already got 2
match
messages
winner.
from him since yesterday.
I don't blame you. Two goals.
That's my boy. You understand? He's my boy. See, the key thing is just support players. That's it. You understand? If you could be having a bad day on REDTV, but my energy, my support, his support could make you, you know, have a great day. That's all it is. The boy did not bribe his way to get to the elite level he is in, to play for Arsenal or whatever, England under 21. No. So there's a talent in it. All he needs is confidence. And he was there. When time France were getting on his back, I said, bro, don't worry.
Just believe.
Yeah. I ask him now.
Nah, you're right.
I'll tell him, bro, calm down, no problem. He'll be panicking. Say, relax.
Nah, I'm super happy for him because ever since he's got back into the side, since Jesus' injury, I've not had myself one time say, I wish Jesus was there.
There's this theory that he's made Arsenal better. Because if you think about it, he does everything Jesus does and scores.
No, he doesn't quite do everything that Jesus does.
In terms of the
his build-up play,
but in terms of linking up,
he holds up.
He's holding up better.
He works hard. Against Tottenham, he was brilliant.
Even though he didn't score, it was exceptional.
He was brilliant.
And Newcastle.
So, for me, I think like when Jesus might have to fight for his place back.
Yeah, of course.
If he keeps on scoring like this, Jesus has to fight for his place.
Yeah, of course. Or you can play 2 of them. It depends.
That's
you know, who's in form. Anybody in form,
It's true.
play. I want to have a good bench. You know, because if I compare my bench to Man City's bench,
it's still a problem.
You understand? So, yeah.
I mean, it's a good problem for Arteta to have. Look at it this way. Arsenal, 19 played, 16 won, 2 draws, 1 loss, 45 goals scored, 16 conceded, top of the league, 5 points clear with a game in hand on Manchester City. I'm asking you both, is this Arsenal's year?
Well, I think Arsenal still have to be cautious. 5 points is still a little gap.
Politician over here.
It's still a little gap, and they still have a lot to play. Everton just sacked their coach. They're still a dangerous opposition when you play them. Yes, Everton are bottom of the league, but
new manager bounce.
Arsenal have to remain humble. They have to stay focused. They have to know that Man City is still going to chase them and hunt them down. So you have to keep on pushing.
So what's your answer?
My answer is they look like the real deal, but I don't know yet.
Okay. He still doesn't know. What about you?
So we're taking it 1 game at a time.
1 game at a time.
I'll still use the same analogy I use everywhere. It's like sweet hot soup. Ofedioko, hot soup. They know they drink out, they lick out small. So that's all I can say.
Well, there was a striker back to his best again on the weekend. He scored 1 in the midweek against Tottenham, a hat-trick on Sunday against Wolves. Erling Haaland, I mean, he's 3 ahead of the final tally of top scorer last season already, and we're in January. Amazing. But we don't want to talk about Haaland because there's Africans that are on fire when it comes to European football right now. And there's one particular guy that has bidding to be the first Nigerian striker to win Serie A, and that's Victor Osimhen.
That's crazy. He's the first Nigerian striker to win?
Nigerian striker to win.
I think first African, actually.
No. George Weah has Serie A.
George Weah has
Oh, really? But yeah, talk to me about this guy. He scored again on the weekend. They're 12 points clear at the top of the league. Can anyone stop him? Can anyone stop Napoli?
12 points clear. Juventus with minus 15 points. AC Milan inconsistent. Man, you might as well hand him tight.
Literally, everything's good.
And he can't stop scoring. You see, Crava and Osimhen are the deadliest combo right now in Europe. You can't take it away from them. Osimhen is the hottest number 9 in Europe. Yes, we're talking about Haaland. We know what Haaland does. We know Haaland is Haaland. But right now, for me, Victor Osimhen is a worldwide phenomenon. And whoever gets him next season, if they do get him next season, because Napoli's owner is very crazy. Sure. If they win the Serie A, it's going to be hard for them to sell him or keep him. But what I'm saying is, Osimhen right now, top 2 strikers. Top 2. I just want to give Haaland his respect.
For sure. Kelechi, I want to ask you though, is Osimhen on track to be the first 150 million African player?
Oh, wow. That's a deep question.
Very, right?
I guess so. With this inflated market now, with Anthony, what Anthony has cost.
Do you get?
150 million, yes.
Is he worth it in this current market?
Of course, 100%. The boy he has everything. You know, heading ability, kicking ability, first shot. He has everything. He's very strong. You know, I'm from the trenches.
Yes.
We are both from the trenches.
He entered the trenches first.
I hate JW.
No, for real.
So I mean, I'm really happy for him. Man, you might have to come in for him at some point.
I fear for that.
Me too. I fear, but it is what it is. You know, he has to go. He has to go. But
am I going to pay £200 million?
If anyone are, man, you are. Let's be honest.
I don't think this current.
But Todd might hear about it and then bid for him as well.
Yeah, Todd. Yeah.
He goes to Tottenham. His career is dead. His career is dead.
He can never go to Tottenham.
His career is dead.
But let's be honest. With the as Kelechi was saying, with the inflated market that we have right now, it's looking like if any team wants to buy him in the summer, it's going to be 150 million. And you know the likes of the Napoli board, they don't let players go on the cheap. They only go on their terms. So if you want to buy those Kvaratskhelia, however you mention him.
Chelsea, the way Chelsea are moving in the market, and Chelsea need a striker next season.
150. They still get Lukaku.
Chelsea have 600. See, let me.
They get Lukaku. Nkunku, they come.
Lukaku is gone.
He's still on the books, though.
He's gone. He's not coming back. He's not coming back. You know he's not coming back. But forget Nkunku. Nkunku is going to play wide.
So they're going to cancel Lukaku's contract. Bro, 100 million player.
The way Chelsea is moving right now, Chelsea can spend anything on a player, and Chelsea need a number 9. Chelsea need a number 9. And Osimhen.
But will Osimhen want to go there because tomorrow you can be replaced?
It's a mess there, bro.
It's a mess.
He's not going to want to go there.
You know, you're already saying Nkunku play on the wing, but they have Noni Madueke. They have Mudryk. They have Chukwuemeka. They have so many wingers. So many. The squad is the formation they are playing now is goalkeeper. Then what's his name? The right back is Reece James, and then the rest are strikers. That's the formation. 1-1-10 or something. That's their formation.
It's very sort of balanced.
What the man thinks is American
But if
football.
Manchester United do get him, well, I don't know if he fits Ten Hag. Well, Ten Hag played with the Sebastian Haller, but if he fits and is the same mode of player, same physique. But if he comes to Manchester United, he will give them that pressing, that aggressiveness, that goal scoring and creative ability.
And from when we watched him at the stadium together, he's one striker that he doesn't need service to create problems. Havoc. And that's one thing.
You saw what he did to Van Dijk in the Champions League.
Yeah. And
that would encourage Manchester United to maybe go for him. But for me, if Arsenal can buy him, Arsenal should go for him.
It'll be too much, Jesus, Kelechi, Osimhen.
Liverpool have Darwin Nunez, but let's see.
Let's see what happens, right? He's definitely one of the hottest players in the world right now, and he looks like he's on track to be a Serie A champion. Big up Victor Osimhen. Our Niger boys are really battling out in Europe right now. So first of all, the Pachichi in Serie A, we've got Osimhen leading the line there, and also a player that's having an exceptional year. He looks like he's finally found a bit of a home, Ademola Lookman. Talk to me about this guy, man. He's been on fire this season.
He's on fire, you know, one of our boys.
Say 11 goals he's got?
Yeah, he's
something
got
like
11 and then Osimhen has got 13. You know, happy that he switched his nationality.
Yes,
to
so we can enjoy him
Nigerian.
Now. But we can enjoy him properly.
So it's a good thing that your boys are banging in the goals in Europe. You understand?
It's true.
It's a thing of pride. You understand?
For sure,
so long may you continue. They are both battling it out. Make the better person win.
We know who's going to be the better person. The Serie A champion. And also, can we give an honorary shout out to Terra Murphy in League 1. He's doing great things playing for Lorient right now. A lot of Premier League clubs are fishing around his transfer for January.
Yeah, he's competing with Balogun now.
Yeah.
He's our brother too. So Balogun
as in,
too.
Nigeria
forget
boys,
Balogun.
they pop all around Europe.
We're everywhere, my brother.
Africans on the map. Oh yeah, now my people. See Napoli top of the league, Arsenal top of the league, and it's been another episode of Round on the Ground with Kunle, aka the Nigerian Englishman, and
Kanebi, aka Mr. Go Ball.
And our special guest Kelechi.
Thank you very much for having me, Oshe. We're very humble now.
You know now.
No, on the ladder. You're just day. You understand?
Local man in the building. See you next week. Feel the heat.